I would like to thank the Assistant General Secretary for his very interesting presentation and remarks. I have three questions. The first has to do with the war in Iraq. It seems to me that if we didn't have the war in Iraq, things would be easier in Afghanistan for various reasons, because we split our forces, we united a lot of Muslims against our forces, etc. What is your view? I mean, probably in your analysis, you deal with the effect of the war in Iraq. The second question has to do with the policies followed by other powers in the region. Not just Pakistan, India, China, Iran, former Soviet republics. What were the problems that we underestimated, and what were the opportunities that we failed to take advantage of? And finally, how do you evaluate the military presence of the European Union states in Afghanistan? What were the strong and what were their weak points? Thank you very much.
So on this first issue of the war in Iraq, certainly much has been written about that really over the last 15 years or more. We haven't, of course, come to our conclusions yet in our lessons process, because it's still driving on. We're really right in the middle of it. The question I'm asking myself and of the allies, though, is did that effort in Iraq really, and the drain of resources that many American commentators have talked about, was that the decisive factor, though, or was it a important factor in Afghanistan? And as I said a few minutes ago, I'm not sure that more is more in Afghanistan. So if we had more resources because they were available, had the United States not gone into Iraq, I'm not convinced yet that would have changed the outcome for the reason that many of you have brought up. More resources, especially impacted corruption in Afghanistan. So the jury is still out on whether the war in Iraq was really a significant or played a significant role in the eventual failure in Afghanistan. I'm unconvinced at this point. Regional powers and their role. For many years, allies were calling on regional actors to be more helpful in Afghanistan. Again, looking back now at the situation, I'm not sure that was in itself always a realistic ask of the allies and diplomats from our alliance. Because there's some just facts on the ground. I don't think Iran was ever going to be super helpful in helping the United States out of this great difficulty in Afghanistan, just because of the relationship with Iran and the United States. I think Russia and China also were fairly happy with the status quo, perhaps interested in not seeing Afghanistan collapse, but also not necessarily very helpful. And Pakistan, we already discussed. So, could that have been handled better? Of course. But was that also as decisive, I think, as some might think? I'm unconvinced of that.